Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Wo Long Fallen Dynasty. I'm the Mysterious JG. Not sure exactly where we're going to end up when we continue, because the game kind of crashed as we were starting a new level. But I'm assuming there was some autosave between stages and we're not going to have to fight Zhang Jiao again. And yeah, this looks like the load screen for idyllic, beautiful valley where Zuo C and mysterious lady live. Zuo C, I mean, again, in Dynasty Warriors, he's this odd. I think he first pops up in DW5, and then he's never quite a. He's in Dynasty Warriors 5, which kind of gets him forced into all the Warriors Orochi and stuff, but I don't really remember them ever trying to use him in the other Dynasty Warriors games. Maybe he's in DW9, but he's just this odd character, because in the novel he appears in one chapter. He's this weird sorcerer guy who shows up and kind of like taunts Cao Cao a lot. In DW5, they make him appear throughout. He's like this mystical sage who's, you know, wondering what's going to happen to the land, and he appears to both Liu Bei in Liu Bei's story mode, kind of trying to encourage him to take the right path and not lose himself to vengeance. And then he appears to be disappointed with Liu Bei when Liu Bei, you know, when Guan Yu gets killed and Liu Bei charges off to go to war with Wu, which ultimately leads to the, you know, Liu Bei's death and, you know, and eventually the decline of Shu. Zuo C is kind of there like, Liu Bei, don't do that. What the fuck, man? But mostly he's appearing in Cao Cao's story mode, just like telling Cao Cao, oh, you defeated Dong Zhuo. I guess you're going to be the next Dong Zhuo. Well, and Cao Cao's like, fuck you, I am. Blah, blah, blah. But yeah, he makes more sense in this game, which has like all the mystic weirdness and shit in it, because he didn't kind of fit that well into Dynasty Warriors. So yeah, I guess we'll meet him, and he may be a counterpoint to whoever the mysterious Taoist in black turns out to be.
The stars illuminating the night sky tell us all about our fates.
The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas.
That upturned our world was extinguished along with his life.
And his locusts.
War is not so easy to quell, and the stench of death yet rises from the earth.
The stench is overbearing.
The source of destruction stems from the greed of the very men who swore to protect the land. And so, our brave heroes must stand.
Sometime there's some storyline thing in WWE where Vince McMahon had crapped his pants in fear of the Undertaker, Stone Cold, or something, and Michael Cole on commentary was screaming, "The stench is overbearing!" So Bobo and I have always remembered that.
Back at last, Hung Jing.
Oh, she is called Hung Jing. That's ironic because she's got big old boobies.
Yes, I know. But there's no time to explain now. Sorry.
She also seems to be wearing a corset under that linen robe because she's got the hourglass shape for sure.
To find out what's going on.
Thank you for letting me know. I'm very worried. But
like that little belt she's got is tight, man. I'm just telling you. She's not like. Again, it's like they've got a character who, you know, they gave her a very pretty PS4 simulation of a human female face. And like they're not giving her like super short tights and shit, or but like everything is clinging tight enough that you can see that she's supposed to have big hips, big boobies, in a way that it's like, I don't know how that. We're already up to. Oh, this is a special zone. It looks like, because there's one flag and no. Okay, we've hit our first village. We can do mid-mission shopping. The following feature under battle preparation has been unlocked. Battle set. Also invade. And travel. Well, let's level up. So we did pop one more point into Metal Virtue to get that spell. So we'll do a quick peek. Water spells. That would require 20. This would require 10, which we already actually have. 40, 20, 30. So there's nothing where we're right on the cusp of being able to get a water spell. And I would assume the same is true of earth. 5 more to get that. 5 more to get that. Yeah, we're not right on the cusp of getting anything. So let's actually level up according to what stats we need to do better with. And we need more hit points. And we really need to not lose spirit as easily when attacked. The other thing to be leveling up would be this. And I think we might alternate between them. Because this is how quickly you build your spirit. It affects damage for quite a few things. I'm not using martial arts, although I probably should be. So that, to me, it's like, wood would be a priority over fire. Earth, I wanted to get high enough to use decent armor. So we'll need to put more points into it, but I think 10 is okay for where we are now. And I don't think we ever need to put any more points into metal or water until we're... Like, these things need to get caught up pretty well before I'm like, alright, let's get to 20 points in metal so I can unlock a new spell. Although after initially not being sure, that poison area of effect spell was freaking fantastic against Zhang Xiao. The thing I had to remember from the well, not from the description, it's just a better understanding of the game. The poison status effect doesn't just drain enemy hit points; it affects their ability to regain ki, which is huge in this game. Because you're, for the most part, against these bosses, what you're trying to do is block their, counter their attacks and get them into a position where their ki is depleted, so that you can get, either they can go into that, I don't know what you call it, dizzied, stun-locked, vulnerable state, where you can go in and hit the big attack button for, a single big hit and get a couple of those. That's the strategy against bosses. And even though I only got one at the end, it was the poison that was, keeping Zhang Xiao's ki in kind of a messed up state all that time. So let's take a look. It's in a book, Reading Rainbow. Let's travel. Trying to travel has really confused the game, it seems like. A new battlefield is now available. So we have in the Hidden Village. This is Other. But if we go back to Part 2... Why is there a... Oh, there's a new... It's a sub-battlefield we haven't done. This Flying Swallow of Heishan. Spread across the Taihangshan mountain range are the Haishan bandits. They've created chaos in regions all around Changshan Commandery and Zhangshan State and are now galvanizing their military might by amalgamating the remaining yellow turbans in the wake of the failed rebellion. Now that is a thing. Zhang Xiao's death did not end everything with the yellow turbans. I guess it kind of did, but at the same time, in the RTK novel, you have Cao Cao and others who, send out their armies to fight against, leftovers from the Yellow Turbans who've organized as bandits under various leaders. That happens for a good while, including the famous battle between Zhihao Dun and He-Man, the Devil Who Defies Heaven. So, it seems a fight with the infamous warrior known as the Flying Swallow looms inevitably near. Well, we might do that in this video. Main battlefield in search of the immortal wizard. Two chivalrous heroes, demon of the... I want to try to do this one, because this... Can we finally get this scene with Cao Cao and Sun Jin? Because I have no idea why it wouldn't trigger before. But if we're starting over from scratch now, if it doesn't do it now, I don't know. I guess I could capture footage of somebody else. YouTube footage of that and try to do commentary over it, but it's I don't know. You can very easily just for yourselves go look this up and see that story content. It wasn't like this mind-blowing story content that's going to change your life forever, but normally I would be making my own stupid quips over it, right? Anyway, after this video, I'm gonna take a break from this game because I'm gonna get I'm only doing 2 uploads of this a week, so it's very, very quick for me to get ahead of what's posted. So a little sub-battlefield after attempting to get this going could be just what we need. Then again, we could just go right back to the village. I'm not sure what's going on in the village. I'm curious. If it's all story content, that would be a nice, chill way to end my play session, because I've had a couple of videos of action, including the beating of Oz. Just chilling out and postponing more gameplay with the constant chance of getting yourself murdered could be nice. There we go. Thank you. And do not. I'm not skipping. Hey, they're playing Shoji.
Have you a plan, Commandant Cao?
It's Commandant Cao.
And distract the enemy.
Master bait. Get it? Because
the diversion, a separate force will target Zhangjiao.
That force being you guys.
Boss, how will we split their forces?
In half.
Zhao is no fool. If he remains guarded.
A secret route we discovered earlier. It's likely our best option.
I'm random woman that doesn't know you who's been allowed into your camp.
Excellent. What a wondrous
We just
turn of events.
reached out and grabbed the
And I
playing
shall
piece.
take this one with me.
I mean, the girl, of course.
Please. A tiger with prey in its sights won't be diverted after all.
Come fight alongside me. And you might make a name for yourself.
And that name will never be uttered by anyone aloud because you are a mute protagonist who's allowed to name yourself. Actually, do we even name ourselves? We just pick a face. We don't actually name ourselves. What happened to my voice? It was so much better in Dynasty Warriors 5 through 8. Guanzhong, Julu Commentary, G Province. We have joined forces with this dude.
From the cliff over there. Please follow me.
Wait,
Oh, I hadn't considered that possibility.
I'm not that smart.
Did you find that out?
The chi there is being distorted by something evil.
Oh, that's probably my son.
Latest throne chi, you say?
Pretty cool.
The rumors of there being demons in the enemy camp.
Also the fact that there are
we've
demons in the
more
enemy
than
camp.
just hapless rebels to deal with then. I shall relish the opportunity to wield my claws.
Meanwhile, this lady is here.
Another day, another copper. If there's anything you need, let me know.
This is someone you've met before?
I'm a blacksmith. Name's Jusha. My
I won't
ancestors
allow
were
him to
master
answer your
blacksmiths,
question.
And so I travel the land, honing my craft.
Mm-hmm.
And what business does such a beauty have with a humble smithy like myself?
None.
You certainly talk the talk of a good trader. Although this is a far from ideal place to do business, surely. If you went to where my allies are, you'd likely fare better.
Why, as it happens...
Well, wait a sec. I mean, no, she's a smithy. What better place to do business than at the main camp of the Imperial Army as it prepares to march on its enemies? I mean, I guess the fear might be that they might just take your shit. Embedment. Embed or extract jewels. We haven't done this yet. Embed your equipment with jewels or destroy the jewels to apply and change special effects. Number of embedding slots a piece of equipment has depends on its rarity. Selecting a slot that already has a jewel embedded in it, you instead extract the current jewel, removing its special effect. Upon extracting, you will earn jewel fragments that can be used to create a jewel with the special effect of your choice. Good boy. Sorry, I wasn't trying to fight you, lady. So I've got the Great Club of Polaris. +1, so... That's kind of my deal. I'm not switching to anything else at the moment. That's from the Yellow Heaven Must Rise. I mean, I could switch to Great Wooden Hammer, but it would be... Yeah, it seems to me like if I try to sort by upgrade level, sort by attack power, this is the strongest thing I've got, and the next strongest thing I have is an unupgraded version of same. So if I was going to mess around with it in a gear, it would probably be this. But honestly, my main thing is I wanted to show that Sori scene. I'm sorry it took us this long to see it, but I'm also glad we were finally able to do so. Let's go travel. So we're going to go to other basic training. No, that's not what we want to do. Part 3, corruption. In search of... Oh, the game crashed. It was showing... I don't know what's going on. Although it seemed the All-Termin Rebellion had been snuffed out with the slaying of Shang Xiao, a dark omen then appeared. Okay, we didn't see that. But it does say 0505, not 1 of 1 and 0 of 0. So I think something loaded wrong with that display. So in fact, to actually... Alright, we'll try to do this, and hopefully it won't crush my butt. It only had one... It didn't look like it had flags defined. I think it's just a boss fight. I'm guessing it's just a boss fight. Because it's not displaying it like, you know, a limited version of a level. Like 5 of 5 big flags. Like 1 of 5 big flags, 0 of 3 small flags. It's just showing 1 flag. Which usually means you just start at a flag where you can, if you lose, you can go in and change your layouts and stuff. And then you go into a boss arena. I'm thinking that's what's happening here. They're not as happy as Neo and Neo 2 were to give you little, like, here's an area where just, like, you know, a bunch of enemies will respawn in an enclosed space. Yeah. It's some kind of boss fight. Or not. There's, regular enemies around. We just don't have, Nah, screw that. Okay. So there are potential rewards for exploring. We can find better ways to approach enemies like that one. Also, I gotta remember, I'm at level 0 now, not level 20. Oh, jerk. Oh, he missed his dive. You know what? Screw this. Again. Try this again. Well, I could have gone a little better, but it wasn't a complete disaster. Okay. The guy was level 17, and I'm still not even at level 2 for having defeated him. But this guy's power was reduced, so I guess that was the point. Ah. Damn. I just do so little with each hit. Okay. Using up all my healing. I cleared out all these guys. Now what does that get me? Should I be avoiding them in future? Somebody's making some chatty demon sounds. See if I can get you to come after me without getting the whole crew. I think the whole crew is coming. Okay. No, never mind. Maybe it was just those guys. Yeah. Need to be taking advantage of this healing power more. Okay. Seems like I just need to avoid the big guys at this point. I don't have enough morale to defeat them. I do really little damage against them, even if they're at the same morale level I am. Are you up here muttering? Somebody's muttering around here. Okay. So you're level 1. You're one of the big guys that I just said I need to avoid fighting, but now I'm like, well, what if I drain a bunch of health from you at first? Oh, that sneak attack was good. Oh, fuck. Jeez, this guy isn't fighting like I remember. I think I got him confused with a different attack pattern. Okay. Well, that's all my healing used up before finding this, whoever the boss of this level even is. It might be that what we need is a stealth approach at the end of the level. Although normally you're supposed to be fighting guys to get powered up. Well, I mean, it's not letting me focus on it, but I can see a wizard over here, yeah. That's bullshit. I finished him. Now it's your turn to die. Alright, so... again, it's just it's a subsection of a level we already been through. So I suppose I could play around in this off screen, but it seems like what I want to do is... It's probably overkill, but... The smart play would be to fight these guys, hit the thing to get my health and my dragon pot uses back, and keep fighting, because my morale won't go down. Although I have a ceiling, which increases as I hit different flags. Or does that increase my ceiling, or does that increase the floor? Like I can't drop below a certain point. Ow. Speaking of dropping, boom, boom. Somebody's muttering. Shan Yu, soldier garb. Oh, it's you. How do I get to you? Well, get up here. And get up here. We got some fancy cavalry greaves. That's got me up to level 6. Now this would be the exit back to an earlier zone. If that's the... Oh, I see. We're actually working our way towards where you had the fight against that bird boss and its minions. Oh, hey, there's a little hidden friend. What if we gave you a... I'm not going to switch to this, but it's level 3. What if I dropped this? Closer to you. Actually, you know what? Better than that. What if we dropped a really nice... What if we dropped the next best Club of Polaris? Just chow down on that, see what you think. An incense container. And then he goes to sleep. Anyway, what I was going to say was... This will presumably be blocked off, but I think this is... taking us towards the... Oh, never mind. It's not blocked off. At least not yet. This is taking us back to earlier in what would have been the main story level. Here's where we would find a small flag in the main story level. Here there's nothing. Huh? So he's capable of vocalizations, it's not words. You can go, huh? Oh, I gotta have the dragon pot use. Okay. And that garbled red mess is what's stopping us from exiting the level, or proceeding back in what would have been a navigable path in the original version of the level. So we've kind of full cleared up to this point. I know it's time to call it a video, but I'm just like, how far do I want to poke at this before I give it up, give it up, give it up? Well, there's Zhang Yan. Seems to be kind of a normal enemy that we should be able to defeat. If I can defeat the guys powering him up. I thought I blocked that shit. Oh well. Here's the problem I'm running into now. He's like hyper. Now here we go. I can cheese him. Or I won't cheese him, I'll just die. Damn it! I missed my chance to counter his shit. Ah, well. That'll take me down to 0, probably. Yeah. Well, alright. When we come back next time, I need to do all of that more carefully and beat him at the end. He's just fast. He seems like he's a bad guy to be fighting maybe with the polearm or the giant club of Zhang, whatever. The General of Earth. So maybe we'll have to switch gear. But for now, we're calling it a video. When we come back next time, we'll clear this little side level, I hope, in one video, and get back to the main story. See you then.